Priya Myers with Harvey Goodman Realtor. Today we are shining a community spotlight on my hometown of St. Clairsville, Ohio, a community full of growth, heart, and hometown pride. Follow along as we dive right in. So I'm here with Eric Gay. He is the St. Clairsville Parks and Recreation Director, and he is going to tell us a bit today about what all St. Clairsville Park and Recreation has to offer for the residents of St. Clairsville. So Eric, how long have you been the director here?
So it'll be 4 years in November that I've been here.
You've done an awful lot in 4 years.
Yes, and you know, I always want to make sure that I say this, like the support that the Parks Department has gotten from the city, it's unmatched. You know, people see the vision that we're trying to build. They've bought into it, and you know, you can see all the improvements that we have made, and you know, that doesn't come without the support of the public, the administration, city council. It has just been a true blessing, you know, to work alongside and underneath, you know, everybody that's been involved in the last 4 years.
Absolutely. I can see the transformation being a lifelong resident here and having kids come through the rec center and all the activities that have gone on.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about where you have made improvements. I mean, you can see it just from looking around, but...
Well, I'll kind of start with, like, you know, the first thing we did when I got here is we put a lot of work into our existing building, the J.B. Martin Recreation Center. We upgraded the lighting, we put a brand new floor in, we upgraded the bathrooms, you know, new flooring in the front office, new HVAC units in there. So that was kind of step one with, you know, taking care of what was already there. And, you know, then it just kind of spiraled from there. You know, we were lucky enough that the great people of the Realtor organization, you know, they were willing to sell us their building that they use that we're standing in now. And then we started to upgrade this building, and this has been one of our most popular places that we have. We run this thing, you know, 5 days a week. So that was kind of step two. And the Junior Fair building that was the old site of some of the Belmont County Fair stuff, I used to sit in the office or pull in the parking lot here, and I couldn't stand to look at it anymore. That was such a you know, a great location, a big space, and you know, 3 years ago, you know, we just came up with this plan to you know, use that building. And, you know, if people are familiar with what it looked like, you know, a couple of years ago.
Which I am.
They can't believe what it looks like
It's
now.
come such a long way.
You know, without the city and, you know, the biggest thank you is Unified Bank. You know, Unified Bank does so much for the rec department, for the city, for the schools. Like, they are unbelievable people. And they were the ones that, you know, kind of poured gasoline on that fire to get it going, and you know, people see what it's turned into.
Absolutely.
So that was kind of, you know, phase three of our upgrades, and then you know, obviously the turf project out at our baseball and softball fields. It's absolutely gorgeous out there right now. You know, what a tremendous asset that is to have. I mean, from, you know, all the volunteers that have put their time in, and, you know, the rec department that's, you know, heavily involved out there now with doing things like, it's just a night and day difference of having facilities that we have now compared to what we did have. Like, I say this all the time to people about, you know, the sporting events and events for kids. Like, you know, that's something that's not going anywhere, and we need to, you know, make sure that we hold up our end of the bargain and you know, making these places better so our residents don't have to travel all over the place to get to these things. We finally have them, at home now, which is, so incredible for the families, for the rec department, for the schools. It's really been a blessing since I've taken over.
Yes, it's made remarkable leaps and bounds, and the community members here are very fortunate to have this right here accessible to them.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of the winter sports and things that the rec center, are we doing any bantam basketball?
Yes. So, we obviously have our kids stuff, which is our, bread and butter. It's what we do. It's what we're here for. So, all of our basketball leagues are, the signups are going on now. It's open to all boys and girls, kindergarten through 6th grade. And, one of the things that we are trying to, do moving forward is offer more things that aren't just for the kids. Like we have art classes that go on now. They're acrylic painting classes. In our unified center, we're going to have a winter golf league that's, going to be open for, 18 and over. So there's something for them to do. So we're really just wanting to make sure that we're, checking the boxes, that we are at least offering stuff to every age group, different interests that people have. Like, we don't want to just be known as, oh, we're just here for the sporting stuff. Right. It's, all the things that I just named, the concerts that we have.
Yes, the amphitheater.
We utilize the amphitheater a ton, and we have cookie classes and charcuterie board classes and things like that. That's, maybe we'll bring people here that wouldn't have any other reason to come.
Right.
So that's why it's that it's important to me that we offer all the things that I just mentioned.
Yes. And if anyone were interested, I know in 2018 I rented the rec center for my son's graduation party. If anyone is interested in renting any of these facilities, how would you go about that?
So everything that we do now is pretty much done through our website. So our software allows any individuals, anything that we have going on. It's very user friendly. You sign up online. You can make facility reservations online. You don't have to stop in anymore, but people do, and we will help them through that. But everything that we offer now can be done with just a click of a button, and it's very user friendly. It's detailed, so there's no confusion of what it is that it's asking them. Like we've dummied it down on our end, so it's super easy for the public to use. So one of the things that's really important to me is we keep everything very affordable for the St. Clairsville members. We don't want them to feel that brunt. We know that we're just an arm of the city, and we are here to help them out as much as we can.
Right. And I know even if it comes to signing kids up for sports, there's a discount if you have more than one child, and you can, you do make it very affordable.
Yeah, and this is speaking from experience that has signed up for things, and we know that we are very cheap, and we want to keep it that way. That we want to offer as much as we can at a very reasonable price for everybody, and put on the best production that we can. For all the kids and the parents and, whatever it is we do.
Right. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule today to talk to us.
Yep, anytime.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
I am here with Hagen Mauder, the owner of Roja Aesthetics, a med spa here in downtown St. Clairsville. Thanks for taking time to talk to us today.
Absolutely.
And tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you to owning your business here in St. Clairsville.
Well, I've been a nurse practitioner for close to 10 years. For the last 6 years, I've worked at Wheeling Hospital with the internal medicine group. My son is going to be 2 this Thursday.
Happy birthday to Harris.
Yeah, and then I also have a 6-year-old daughter. And so once my son was born, it was really hard to maintain the full-time schedule at the hospital. And so I went part-time there.
Okay.
I still work there. I think it's really important to keep a balance of traditional medicine and aesthetics and alternative medicine. So, and I love my work group there. So, but anyway, so that's kind of how I've been certified in aesthetics for several years. And I just kind of said, well, maybe I'll start a side gig.
It's definitely taken more than a side gig.
It has. I started, I rented a room in the back of Tangle's hair salon. That's how Roja first started. That was about a year ago. And it grew, and it's been amazing. And so I got the keys for this building in April. I had my grand opening in July. And I've just continued to expand services and things that I offer.
Okay. What are some things that you offer here?
I have a range of things. I try to really offer something for everybody. You know, I'm not just a place that does Botox.
Right.
You know, I do have Botox, Axify, like those types of things for wrinkle relaxers. I do fillers, cheeks, lips. I have chemical peels. I've recently brought on microneedling as well as PRP microneedling, which actually uses your own plasma. I draw your blood, spin it down, use that. A hormone replacement program that is for men and women.
I've heard great things about that.
That's been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I also have, I think I said chemical peels, a skin line product, just a lot of different things.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's probably more to come.
Good to know. And how has being in St. Clairsville, how has the community embraced your business? How has business been since you've moved uptown here?
It's been wonderful. The chamber has been amazing, and Lauren with the small business community down, you know, they have been wonderful. I try to be involved in as much as I can. All of my neighbors around here, the girls at the salon across the street, they're just, everybody's so welcoming, and it's like a little family. I absolutely love it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I think being like right downtown where people can see that I'm here. I've had a lot of people there. I was wondering what this was, and you know, and yeah, so it's been really nice. It's in the evenings I'll prop the door open and people were walking by, and more than so in the summer it's getting a little chilly, but yeah, but it's really cool. It's awesome.
Okay. And what made you decide to move your business into St. Clairsville as opposed to other areas?
I live here in St. Clairsville. Okay. I really want to, you know, I love the downtown area. I think it's beautiful. And that's, I just really...
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Live here and your business here.
Yeah. It all started with I went to a Halloween event that they had, the chamber put on a few years ago. And I said, wow, this is really cool. And it just was this like open, everybody really seemed to support each other. And I just was like...
And now you're going to participate in that Halloween event this coming Thursday. The St. C Chamber puts on the adult Halloween bash, and there's live music up at the courthouse, and the streets are blocked off, and it's quite a fun evening. And now you'll be having your business partake in that.
First time.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Very excited for you.
Yeah.
So, okay, great. Well, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to us.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. So I'm here with Brad Swan today, owner of Swan Sports Shop, long-time standing business in St. Clairsville. And thanks for having the time, taking the time to talk to us today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about Swans. How long has it been in business? How did the business get started?
Well, we started in 1969. My dad started the business, so we've been in here for about 55 years. Oh. So it's been a long time. So He basically started under Bob Zide, if anybody remembers that.
Zide Sports Shop?
Yeah, he used to work for Bob, and then
Showing my age now.
yeah, then he kind of branched off and started this, and
I didn't know that.
kind of moved on from there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you kind of take the reins and take over here?
I came back here back in '93 after I graduated from school, and then lived in Pittsburgh for about 5 years, and then moved back to handle this.
Okay.
And then basically once I came back, we kind of expanded our embroidery and screen printing business, which has been very good, you know. And because at that time we were kind of subbing everything out, and, you know, you're kind of held hostage by other people. You know what I mean?
Right. So you can do your own thing and
Right.
house it definitely
Exactly.
makes a difference.
Exactly.
So you provide, besides just providing everything for St. Clairsville Red Devils, St. Clairsville schools, you do things for other schools in the community.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of fundraisers. We build online stores for people at no charge. It's a good way to promote your business or your event or your school, and you don't have to handle a lot of money. You know, in today's age, especially in the school system,
Right.
you know, they don't want people handling cash. You know, it's all digital, and it's all right there. So if anybody questions anything, here it is.
Right. And I can attest to the online store. We did a lot of
It's really
fundraising,
easy.
through my kids being in school, and it is very easy, and it's a pretty well-oiled machine to do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. And how has St. Clairsville embraced your business and
Also there. Well, you know, I mean, I've basically been here my whole life, so I know a lot of people, and, you know, it's a great community to raise kids in, and it's a beautiful downtown area. People care about each other here, and, you know, they support their sports teams,
Yes.
whether it's high school or grade school or whatever. People are, you know, they really get out there and root their kids on, and so forth. It's a great community to raise a family in.
I agree, absolutely. Okay. Well, I appreciate
All right.
you taking time to
Thank you very
talk
much.
to us today.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Hi, I'm here at St. Clair Building Center with owner Don Pietranton, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what this business has to offer in St. Clairsville.
So we have a little bit of everything. We get new stuff every week. We're trying to expand on our inventory and offer a multitude of things. We have some lumber, a pretty vast selection of plumbing stuff, electrical stuff, the normal hardware stuff, but we also have like chicken feed, deer corn.
I buy
stuff,
both of those.
Yep, stuff for deer. Good. Supplements, things like that. We have just a little bit of everything here. We try to keep the old service style that was always here. We cut glass, thread pipe, cut plexiglass, just things like that we offer that has always been here. We try to keep it the same.
Just missed a customer coming in, bringing in a lamp to have a cord replaced on it. So they do a little bit of everything that's hard to find nowadays.
Right. We get our biggest spring and fall is rescreening. Bunch of screens. We do that still.
Can you tell us a little history about this building and what the previous owner had here and what you've kind of carried over and brought into today's?
Okay, the building was built in 57. The Loy family owned it.
Okay.
And they had a business called Loy's Building Center, and they did everything, including build your house. They had everything, every supplies you would ever need to build a house, and they did it here. Then in 1967, the St. Clair Lumber down the road burnt down, and they purchased the building from the Loy family, and then they kept it as St. Clair Lumber, and they operated for many years up until just 3 years ago. So that was the Pickenpaw family, and they became good friends of ours because I was in here every day because I worked for the Loy family, and then I started on my own, and I was in here every day. So 3 years ago, we purchased the building and the business, and just trying to have what it once was. Just
I think you've done a
home.
phenomenal job.
Thank you. It's been a tough go, but it's working.
Yeah, I think you've done a
That's what I tell everybody. It's working pretty good. So
if you don't want to run to a big box store for something, you can come here, and more than likely you're going to find it. And if not, he will find it for you.
right.
So
And the biggest misconception we have is people think that the smaller store you're going to pay a lot more, and that's not true. We keep our prices very competitive, and a lot of our stuff is cheaper than the box store.
I can attest to that because my husband comes in here quite often to get this. Oh, I'll just run to Dom's. And the prices are every bit as comparable, if not better sometimes.
Yeah.
And you're supporting local, which is a huge, huge thing. How has the community of St. Clairsville embraced the change and
It's been very good. It's been very good to me, the business, and the schools, the county, the city, the residents. I think they like to have us here. We hear it every day, which is a good thing. It makes you keep going, feels good.
Absolutely.
But it has been really surprising.
Yeah, I think you've done real well here, and I think you'll continue to grow in the future.
That's what we hope.
Appreciate your time and
Yes.
taking time out of your busy day to talk to us.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, I am here at Giacente's in St. Clairsville with owner Audrey Grayler, and she's taken some time out of her busy day to tell us a little bit about this business and the other businesses that she owns here in town. So thanks for taking time with us today.
Well, thanks for doing this.
Yes.
Doing these spotlights and everything to help
Yeah.
our community. That's great.
Tell us a little bit about Giacente's and how it came to be. And
Yeah. So I actually started this project while I was still in college at Wayland Jesuit. I knew that I wanted to be a business owner, kind of my own boss, set my schedule. And you quickly learn that you work 24/7 instead of setting your own schedule type
Right.
thing. But we were lucky enough to be able to acquire this building here on the corner, spent a year and a half fixing it up, and we finally were able to open October 2021. So we're actually reaching our 4-year anniversary here soon.
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you seem to have a really good clientele, regular clientele that come in.
Yeah, I think we're pretty established as a community here
Yes.
now, for
Very
sure.
much So what made you decide at such a young age that you wanted to become a business owner? Was it just the schedule?
There was a lot more to it. I have worked at a couple small businesses throughout my teenage years as well. Loved the feel of it, loved the community feel, how you get to know either clients or customers of that nature. And really, I did fall in love with St. C. I moved around a lot when I was younger. Family finally settled in this area. I went to St. Mary's up the road,
Right.
Clairsville for high school, stayed local for college. Really wanted to make St. C home. So my goal turned into, making this a place where I want to be, where others want to stay, where others want to visit.
I think you've done a phenomenal job at that so far.
Thank you.
And you've recently opened a few other businesses here in town. Audrey's Avenue.
Yeah, so a little over a year there now. Kitchen and bar. My thought process with that, because I always tell everybody I wasn't in food service before, but people come for food and they stay for food. Everything else tends to be a little extra.
Your food there is absolutely phenomenal.
No,
And
we've
the
been
atmosphere-
blessed with some good staff.
Yes, very, very good. If you haven't tried Audrey's Avenue yet, I highly recommend it. The baked potatoes might be the best baked potatoes. It is a whole meal in itself. I can't even describe what they are, but
That was definitely a theme kind of we wanted to go with from the beginning,
Yes,
for sure.
it's-
Something different.
absolutely, definitely something different. What has your latest venture been?
So we recently just opened Sweets by Sarah Bakery in just right across the street here. So Sarah was a worker here at Giacente's for a little over a year. She had been doing our baked goods, and I felt that it was time to expand the operation, give her a bigger kitchen to work in. So now not only do we have her baked goods here, but an even wider selection over there, as well as a gift shop and some vendors as well.
Yes, and I've been in the gift shop. We went to her soft opening when she had it and took all kinds of goodies back to the office, and they are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's just a really quaint, very, very, very nice little facility there, and her baked goods are out of this world.
Baked goods indeed, and she recently started doing bread. We plan on having homemade bread there every day. We'll soon be doing grab-and-go lunches there as well.
Okay.
And as much as Giacentis is taking off with coffee, we even plan on expanding our coffee selection over there as well.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Okay, very exciting for a coffee buff like me. So what makes St. Clairsville special to you? What made you decide that this was the place you wanted to put your roots down and do your businesses?
Like I said, I think part of it was that I was moved around so much, and when my family finally put roots here, I wanted to keep it close. But really, yeah, over the years, whether it was working here in town, doing sports here in town, you know, the friends I made in this community, and even more recently, you know, when I opened Giacentis, I wasn't sure of the next step, if there was going to be more steps. But as I've continued to get into the business community, as we found what we could do, what needed to be done, that's how I was like, okay, we're gonna make this happen.
Well, you certainly have made it happen, and we wish you much continued success.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule everywhere to.
Hey, but like I said, even though it's 24/7, I get to still control that schedule.
Yes,
so.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot. Appreciate
Thank
your time.
you.
Hi, I'm here at Ponzani's Landscaping with Chris Ponzani, the owner, and we are going to learn a little bit about what Ponzani's has to offer the Ohio Valley. Chris, tell me about Ponzani's. How long has it been in business, and how did you get started?
Well, we'll be going on our 34th year in 26. I started in 1992. My mom and dad had a flower shop and garden center, and when customers would come in and they wanted a tree planted or a shrub planted, I was the guy that wanted to go plant it because I didn't like being in the garden center. So that's how I got started. Then I went to school for it. And so,
where did you go to school?
I went to Ohio State ATI in Worcester, Ohio.
Nice. Go Buckeyes. Okay. And when did you move into this facility here?
We moved into this facility in 2005.
Okay.
My production crews actually started here in 99, but we didn't have an office here. Our office was over on 40.
Okay.
But we moved our office here in 2005.
Very good. And how many employees do you have, approximately?
Approximately, we're pretty close to like 45 employees.
Okay. And what do you like about this business? What is it that draws you to landscaping?
When I first started, I enjoyed, and I still do, I enjoy taking a property or a home and making it look much nicer than when we started. So we can go into a property, if something is overgrown or old, we tear it out and kind of rejuvenate the landscape. Okay. And also, we've done a lot with outdoor living spaces, and we create areas for people to actually entertain family and friends, and you know, that's a big thing. People want to be outside a lot more, so having a nice patio or pavilion.
And I've seen some beautiful designs that you've done with that.
It's a nice touch.
Fireplaces and the outdoor cooking areas.
Yes, it expands the living area.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, and a lot of people are looking for that now.
Yes,
absolutely. And what made you want your business to be in the St. Clairsville area? What do you like about this community? Although you do go all over the Ohio Valley.
We do. St. Clairsville's always been home to me. I love being here. It's part of my DNA and the fabric. I love the people of St. Clairsville, and you know, I look at the Ohio Valley kind of as my home, not just St. Clairsville, but I do love living in St. Clairsville.
Okay. And what areas do you service, from where to where?
Our biggest markets are St. Clairsville and Wheeling, but we do go to Steubenville and New Martinsville.
Okay.
We do some maintenance in Washington, Pennsylvania as well.
Okay, so you definitely do travel.
We do.
And if anyone is interested in getting quotes, getting ideas from Ponzani's, do they call, schedule an appointment? How far out do we normally book?
Yeah, so typically we have 3 salesmen that will come out to your property and meet with you. They can call the office, they can go online and send a estimate request, and then we'll contact them from there.
Okay. All right, very good. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us
Not
today.
a problem.
Thank you for tuning in to this month's Spotlight series on St. Clairsville, Ohio. Before we wrap things up, we can't forget to mention a couple of other things this town has to offer. For years, the Ohio Valley Mall and the adjacent Ohio Valley Plaza have been a staple in this community, and they are home to many businesses that thrive here today. Between the 2 locations, you can find just about anything you're looking for on any given day. Lastly, we would like to mention Memorial Park. This park is a great place to take your children for a fun day on the playground or to the pool, and it's also great for hosting events like a graduation party or birthday party. Furthermore, it is home to the Red Devils high school baseball team. Thank you once again to all of the businesses and people that participated in this awesome series, and we'll see you next time.